Thank you for subscribing and supporting this channel. Senate says it is ready to amend Nigerian Constitution to okay state police. Let's do it now. Let's stop writing and making public statements that will not be implemented. If you are ready to do that, now that the president has agreed with the governors to do state police, Senate should swing into actions and they should finish that in a matter of 1 week. That is it. I know that what they're going to do now is to create a committee to amend that constitution and then budget another 1 billion naira and say they will meet for 6 months. That's what they will do. Because everything that happens in Nigeria, they will use as opportunity to make money. People will be adjusting unjustly now to be member of that committee so that they can have money that will be budgeted to them to share. This is a very, very bad way of running a system. The Senate and House of Rep members are paid because they are lawmakers. They are paid to do this job. But meanwhile, when they create the job for them, for which they are paid to do, they will allocate another extra allowances for them, sitting allowance this, traveling allowance this, security allowance this, fuel allowance this, which is very bad, which is double pay. As if they are part-time lawmakers. Okay. So President Bola Tinubu, at a meeting with state governors on Thursday, had approved the constitution of a committee to explore the modalities for the establishment of state police. The Nigerian Senate has stated that the federal parliament is ready to review the constitution to accommodate state police if the decentralization of the security system would end insecurity. Okay. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, at a meeting with the state governors on Thursday, had already approved the constitution of a committee to explore the modalities for which for the establishment of the state police. So the police is currently on the exclusive legislative list in the constitution, barring state government from establishing state police. So Senate President Akpabio had earlier this week constituted a 45-member committee to further review the 1999 constitution. The panel would be inaugurated next Tuesday. So Senate spokesperson, can you imagine 45 people? The Senate spokesperson, Yemi Adaramodu, in an interview with newsmen in Abuja on Friday, said the Senate was ready to read the body language of the Nigerians and come up with laws that would make lives meaningful to residents. So he said the parliament is to make laws, and the laws that the parliament will make will not be general outside of, or will not be generated outside of the interests and aspirations of Nigerians. So if either the federal government or the state government or whoever wants the state police, so be it. We are ready to review our laws to accommodate it. So the Senate is about to inaugurate the Constitution Amendment Committee, and then when we put the panel in place, members will now go out there and meet up with all the critical stakeholders in the Nigerian, within the sectors, traditional rulers, and so on and so forth. Adaramodu, however, said the state houses of assembly and the governors would still have a crucial role to play because at least 24 out of the 36 states of the federation must vote in support of any amendment to the constitution before it would be signed by the president. Every state government wants that state police because it gives, first of all, it gives the governors the veto power to handle security issues in their states, and then they can make good use of the security vote that they have collected for the purpose for which it was collected. That is it. So now that they say they are ready, they inaugurate them on Tuesday, 45-man committee. These people, they not get work. For that is noise. 7 people, 6 people, 5 people are enough to do that constitutional amendment. Just draw the right people from one person from each geopolitical zone. That is it. And then you have 7-man committee. And then they will meet somewhere, and before you know it, they are done. Why are we looking for and it's just you're not looking at the entire constitution, you're looking at the section of the constitution that prescribes determines how the police is run, and then review the police act That is all for these people. All right. So that is exactly what is happening now. The Senate has agreed that they will now meet and then do the constitutional amendment. And they're also saying that the state governors or state house of assemblies will also have a role to play because they are going to vote. So they will put all the states into a vote to see how many states they need. At least 2/3 of the states to say, okay, we want state police before they can go ahead. Why won't the state accept? Why would all the states accept state police? Because that actually puts them at a better position to manage the security of their state. So I see that as a no-brainer, and I see that as not being a stumbling block to going ahead to amend the constitution and then so that the state police can be implemented. After doing it, definitely those people they will, even if they like, let them conduct that poll now. Why are we asking for state house of assembly when the governors have agreed with the presidency? Okay, what the state assembly is supposed to do is just make their input in that committee's meeting reviewing the constitution. Ask for the input of the state house of assembly. That is what you should be doing. Ask for their input. I'm sure they will have a lot to say, and they will have a lot to contribute to the amendment of the Constitution. Don't just do the Constitution amendment in isolation and expecting that the people will just accept it hook, line, and sinker. By the time they finish it now, they will say House of Reps want to review. They will say the state and assemblies need to review to be sure that their interest is protected. Tell them now, let them submit their interest so that when you are reviewing it, you already have their interest at hand. And then when you are done, that will not be the time to say review to confirm that your interest is protected, because that will be wasting of time. I'm sure this constitutional amendment now will take for the next 6 months that I see talking about this. Meanwhile, the herdsmen will still be ravaging the states. What the president is supposed to do is to check the constitutional support that allows him to issue an executive order that will give an interim order for the states to take charge of their security in the interim while the constitution is being reviewed. Once that is done, I tell you, all the states will start operating, and then while they're making input in the constitutional stuff. Issue executive order. Executive order overrides some constitutional positions, and that is exactly what you should do. These people say sometimes they take us for play. They do things like people who are not serious. They do things like people who need to be pushed. You know what to do. The insecurity in the state is getting out of hand. Issue executive order that allows the state governors to take the state security of the states into their hands, and then executive order will allow the state governor to also work directly with the commissioner of police without interference of the IG. Then before you know it, peace. They will flush out all the evil in the forest. You are here. Okay, thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. Senator Akpabio is preparing for a committee, ready to inaugurate a committee on Tuesday that will do the constitutional review or constitutional amendment to accommodate state police.